Hello everybody, today I'm going to be filming a video regarding the Tarte Custom Kit, which for those of you who do not know, Tarte does this 2 times a year, so it's semi-annually, and they just had one in June 5th, so it was a few days ago, and basically what you do is you get 7 full-size items, technically 6 full-size items because one of the items that they include is actually the makeup bag that you get with the kit, and it's 7 full-size items, technically 6 like I said, for $63, which is a really good deal because considering you can choose from a few different categories. There's like foundation, eyes, face, lip product, like a face product. It changes, the items that they offer change depending, but basically since you know just a single foundation is $39, I think it's a good deal if you're looking to stock up on some makeup or if you're just trying to test out the brand. So this is the first time I've actually ever gotten it, and basically what I'm going to do is go through my bag with you, and I'm actually going to apply a full face of makeup using it, and I'm using full face loosely because I'm only really going to be using the products that I got in the bag. I did bring a setting powder, and it's not really a setting powder, it's more like a pressed powder basically just to set my face, but I'm going to go in. I've never used really any of these products and I don't know how they perform, so I'm just going to kind of give you my impressions on the products. So the first thing I picked out, well, first of all, I actually got up early to place my order because as the day goes on, certain shades of products sell out. They replace sold out items with new items, so it's like the products differ throughout the day. Generally, the things that people want will sell out a little bit quicker, but basically, so this is the makeup bag I got. I kind of expected it to be a bit bigger. It's like kind of a pencil pouch size, but it's a marbled bag. It just says Tarte, it's got gold embellishments, and it's actually feels like pretty good quality. It's probably one of the better makeup bags that I own. I do have a ton of Ipsy bags from when I was subscribed to them, but this feels a ton better than my Ipsy bags. Okay, so I kind of, the products didn't come all in the bag. I put them in the bag. I kind of looked over them quickly before filming this, but they do all fit. So the first thing that I want to pull out that I got from one of my categories is actually, I got this foundation brush. I believe this is the Amazonian Clay foundation brush. One thing I want to say is this is like super small. Like, this is the normal foundation brush I use. I know it's kind of crazy. I don't use a beauty blender. I don't like beauty blenders. I don't know. I just like to do it simple and quick and easy with a brush. So this is my normal foundation brush. Here's this one. Very small. Sometimes I'll also use this as a foundation brush. Very small. So I'm interested to see how this works. It is very densely packed. It's not super soft. It kind of feels, I don't know if they use natural hair fibers, like I don't know what they're using, but Tarte is known for being all natural, vegan, paraben free, cruelty free, etc. But yeah, this is the Amazonian Clay foundation brush, and basically I got this because I primarily use brushes for my foundation, and I wanted to try out a Tarte brush because I've never tried them. So let's jump right into my foundation. They had a few options like their airbrush foundation, their Shape Tape, their H2O, and I was debating between that or this one. This is their Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. And basically, my skin, you can't really tell, but it's extremely dry. I don't have oily skin. I don't have combination skin. I've just got excessively dry skin. I literally get dry patches. I flake. It's pretty gnarly, so I wanted to try this hydrating one because, like, Lord knows I don't need a matte foundation at all. I've made that mistake, so here's the hydrating one. And I got it in the shade Porcelain Beige, which I believe is the lightest shade that they offered. Generally, I'm always like the lightest shade in foundation, and even if it looks like it doesn't match my skin tone, which it probably will, I actually prefer being pale as a ghost, and I know it can look a little bit weird, but I'm a little bit weird myself. So taking it out, this is the bottle. It's a glass bottle. Tarte Double Duty Beauty. And here is the applicator, which is just an extremely large doe foot. So, it smells like foundation mixed with like kind of a florally scent, but I'm just gonna basically, I don't even have a mirror to do this on, so this is gonna be weird. I'm just gonna basically, I'm honestly looking in the camera viewfinder, so excuse me if this is kind of bizarre. Normally I would prime a bit, like with some kind of primer, but I'm not going to, because I want to just see how this performs without a primer. And I'm going to go in with this brush, which, oop, I don't think I like this brush much. No way. Okay, this is extremely pale. This is not turning out well because it's my oversight. Not bring in a mirror. So yeah, basically, looking in the viewfinder, this is kind of pale for me. But overall, like, it doesn't feel super bad. I'm interested. So yeah, I'm gonna actually go for my eyes as well. It's pale, but with a little bit of blending, it pretty much blended into my skin. I want to say this brush actually didn't hold much product, which is very good. Normally foundation brushes hold a bit too much product, in my opinion. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more in a few places just to see how buildable this is. Like, I'm gonna go a little bit more on my cheeks and my forehead, because I do have severe redness around my cheeks and my nose. And I know y'all probably just saw my face like completely change color like in front of your eyes, but I am crazy and I do prefer to be ghostly white. Okay, so the coverage, I definitely would say it's like a medium coverage, hydrating. I don't know, all my other foundations literally look bad on me. This one I can say it does feel a bit more hydrating than my other ones. Normally I would have like very dry patches. I can't really feel dry patches flaking off of me. I wish I could show you, but this is gonna be a bit awkward. But literally around my nose, which I get very bad dry patches. I don't know if you can see. Probably not, but it's like extremely flaky. Yeah, it looks, oh yeah, you can see it. It's getting patchy there. Extremely flaky, which is pretty much standard for, sorry, for every single foundation that I use. So this one, I'm gonna have to play with it. It might be better with a primer. But compared to the Wet n Wild foundation, which is what I currently use, and it like didn't really stick to my forehead at all. Oof. I think this stuff is a no-go. I'm not really the biggest fan of it based on this first impression here. So I want to try their found sealer, but this Tarte Shape Tape, like, it's just breaking past on that. Okay, so those are our 2 items. The next item that I'm going to use, let's just jump into the blush that I got. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and I got it in the shade Dazzled. Online, it looked, sorry guys, I'm opening this, it looked darker. The sun is setting, the lighting is changing. It looks darker online. Here's the packaging. This is Dazzled. It was described as like a darkish mauve color, which I prefer kind of darker blushes. So here it is. And what you probably will not be able to see is that this has flecks of glitter in it, which I wasn't expecting based on the pictures that I saw online. But I'm just going to take this super fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, swirl into it, picked up a lot of product, tapping it off, and I'm just going to apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Well, this is how I kind of apply my blush. Oof. That's some pigment right there. This look is a freaking mistake. Yeah, that's kind of a dark blush. Can't really see what I'm doing, but I look like a clown. It's a freaking dark blush on a very light base, which, yeah, I don't bronze, I don't contour. Don't do any of that. I mean, I like the blush. It ain't bad. I'll use it. It just looks very, like, jarring with a little light on my face, so that's that. The next thing that I got, which I took out of the package to use the mirror, is this Glam on the Go eyeshadow palette. I really do like Tarte eyeshadows. I've used them before. I have a few of their palettes, so this is what this one looks like. It's got little flamingos and they dance. And basically it's pretty standard of Tarte. It's just a neutral palette, which this kind of looks like it has shades from the Toasted palette, which I do own, but I'm gonna make a look with this. Normally I would go in with some kind of eyeshadow primer, but clearly I don't have any. Basically, I'm gonna take this stark white shade here, because I always use a shade to set my lids with. And I pretty much know how Tarte shadows perform. I really do like how they perform. So yeah, that's stark white. Doesn't show up that great, but it does show up. One thing I'm going to say is normally Tarte shadows, they smell a little vanilla-y. This doesn't smell like anything. Just putting that out there. I'm going to take this shade. They do have a name. It's called Ambition. And this is, I'm just using a crown brush. It is the crease and shadow double-ended brush. Take that shade and I'm going to blend it into my crease. And that does have very nice pigmentation, as you can see. I don't do too much crazy for my eyes. So this is kind of like, you'll see how little I do and how kind of like not great I am at makeup. But I like makeup, so just kind of deepen that a little bit. In both of my eyes. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to use a lot of the shades from this palette, maybe even all of them. I'm gonna take this darker shade down here, which is called, it's kind of hard to tell by how this is set up. It's called Make It Happen. I'm using the exact same brush. This is generally how I do my makeup. Apply it on the exact same brush I just used. And go on my outer V, which is what, you know, the makeup people like to say. But yeah, this is not showing up as well, like as much as I would like it to. I kind of love a really dark eye. Maybe like I'm one of the only people in the world, but yeah, I love a dark dramatic eye, and I kind of do pull it up in my crease a bit. It's kind of messy, but going for it. Yeah. This palette is extremely warm, and that's not fallout, that's just my terrible dark circles. I'm going to use the exact same brush and go into this shade right here, which is called Firework. I always like to see how these glittery shades pick up and apply with a brush. And I'm going to pat this all over my lid. This is very, very pretty. I love a good shimmer shade. Just all over the lid. Pretty much every one of my looks, I need a all over lid shimmer shade. And this one's pretty, very reflective. Reminds me of shades in the Toasted palette. Yeah, this is a very warm, neutral palette. So if you're into warms, I would stay away. And I kind of like build up a ton because I love the look of like an excessively shimmery lid. Okay. So that's what I'm getting right now. Can't really see anything that's going on. I'm gonna actually take that shade that I used in my outer just to see if I can like deepen it anymore. On camera, it just looks very orangey. But yeah, this shade doesn't work that well for like deepening, which is kind of disappointing because I really like to deepen my outer corner. Okay, well, that's what I'm gonna get for this. I'm gonna take the other end of the brush and go into the shade Soul Sister, which would be like the highlighting shade, and pop it in my inner corners. Pop it in my inner corner. And I will highlight under the brow bone, even though I'm not doing brows. This is a very goldy, reflective shade. And yeah, I think I'm going a little crazy with that, but And just so that we can say, hey, here's the whole palette. I'm going to take this, which is a Royal & Nicole brush, and maybe like PX95. And I'm going to take this middle shade that we didn't use, which is called Boss Babe. Fill it up and smoke out my lower lash line. I was like just applying this on a regular day, I wouldn't do this step. But I kind of want a little extra just to try out every shade. What I can say about this is the palette kind of muddies together. This is extremely messy over here. This shade and this shade look extremely similar in the eye. And this darkest shade I feel like isn't dark enough for me personally for how I like to do my eyeshadow. I like the shimmer shades. But yeah, very warm, kind of all blends together. So that is the Glam on the Go palette. Not bad, but like not the best. The next thing I got is the Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and this is like a special limited edition packaging for their Love Dust and Fairy Dust collection, or Love Trust and Fairy Dust collection, something like that. I have used this before. I got a free sample like ages ago, and supposedly I said I liked it, but truthfully I can't remember using it. So here's the packaging, super shimmery and pink, and it's just got this little star chain hanging off of it. So definitely grab a mirror for this and apply the mascara. I'm not like super great at makeup. Again, Tarte's packaging is like super bulky and huge. Smells like normal mascara, nothing really like crazy. I really needed a new mascara though, because the one I was using was like trash in my opinion. Okay, just got, it's kind of going everywhere. Maybe that's my like haphazard application. Like, I have super Seems like a very wet formula. I have super thin eyelashes. So, mascara. I need something like Baba Boom. Do a lot for me. Just poked myself in the eye and I got on the lower lash line and I have nothing to like clean this up with. Yeah, it's kind of transferring all over the place, but it's probably my messy application. That's one coat. It did a little bit, not as much as I would like it to. I always double coat my lashes because they suck. So now I'm getting it where I want it to be. It's a very little brush. Cute one. This stuff I like a ton more than my current mascara, which is like a Rimmel. Really crappy Shake It Up, Shake It Fresh mascara. I suck at getting my lower lash line. I normally do 2 coats down here too, but I'm just going to do one for the sake of this video. And it's kind of easy to get down here with this brush because it's not super big. Nice and dainty. Yeah, it's extremely messy. I'd have to go in with like a Q-tip and fix like almost everything down there. Because I really messed up that, but overall, I like this mascara. It's kind of clumping along the edges though, but maybe that's just how I was putting it in. But overall, not a bad mascara. When you close it, the tube, if you try to close it tightly, kind of uneven itself. So this thing I got is this Tarte glossy lip paint in the shade Double Tap. I got a gloss because my lips are excessively dry all the time, so I don't do like stains, matte lip things, like liquid matte lipsticks, and that's pretty much the only thing they were offering. So I got a gloss. Now online, this was described as like a mauvey, a deep mauve, and I'm like, okay, I like a dark lip. A lot of people don't. This showed up a little bit more brown than I was expecting. I've never ever tried a Tarte lip product. This is what the applicator looks like. Like, is the doe foot supposed to be black? I've never tried a Tarte product, but a Tarte lip product. I did try the Lip Surgeons. That's a lie. I've never tried these glosses, so let's just put it on. I don't know why I'm trying to use the camera viewfinder to like put on my lipstick. And I'll tell you what I think about it. I think the applicator is like black. Definitely all you need is one coat, which I appreciate. I do like the color, looking at it now. It's kind of a nice nude, like deep nude brown. It's very glossy. It feels very good on the lips. Yeah. I like it because it feels hydrating and not like super drying. So that was basically everything I got. Sorry if this video was like kind of really bad. This is the first like video I've ever filmed with me putting on makeup. It's super sloppy. I know, like normally I don't have all this excess on the edges, but you know, this is my look that I got from my Tarte Custom Kit. So I'm just gonna kind of go over it, the bag. I think it's cute. I like the foundation brush. It's very kind of rough. I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more. Don't know how I feel about this, but I can say that it seems that not much foundation stuck to the brush, which I do like. The foundation, as far as I can tell, like it does nothing good for my skin, which is typical of all foundations. That's why I kind of don't really wear foundations a lot, because I haven't found one that's nice and hydrating and doesn't make my skin look like freaking crusty, cakey, and flaky. The blush I actually really like, even though it has glimmer, like shimmer in it. I normally don't go for a shimmery blush. I do like this. The palette, I think it's pretty standard of like a Tarte palette. I've used their formula before. Nothing too crazy with it. Very neutral. Very warm tone though. The shimmers are like poppin'. I think Tarte shimmers are really good. Their mattes are like a little sometimes. This dark color isn't personally dark enough for me, but that's like a personal preference thing. The mascara, I think it's a pretty standard mascara, not like amazing or anything, but it's definitely like a billion times better than what I'm currently using, so happy to have this. And then the lip product, I didn't expect to like it that much, but I actually really do like it. I like the color, I like the feel of it, like it's not super sticky or anything, and it feels pretty hydrating, so happy with that. That's my whole Tarte Custom Kit. I'm happy with it. Not disappointed. I'm disappointed that the foundation doesn't work for me very well, but I wanted to play around with it and just see. But overall, I think it's a great deal for what you get. And like if you're into Tarte, if you like the brand, get it. If you need a lot of makeup, get it. Of course, you're going to be like playing around with some stuff that you've probably never used unless you're like a diehard Tarte fan, but I do think it's a good deal for what you get. So if you like this video, which I don't know who would, please give the video a thumbs up, like leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel so you can see more of this if you'd like to. And thank you all so much for watching, and until next time guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.